Israel is planning to demolish up to 17,000 Arab buildings in the West Bank. That's according to a UN report. Human rights groups are accusing Israeli authorities of forcing Palestinians off their land to allow expansion for Jewish settlements. RT's Paula Sleer reports from Silwan, an area in Jerusalem, which has become a flashpoint in the standoff between Arabs and Jews.
Just steps away from the old city of Jerusalem, a bitter war over land is playing out. The battleground, Silwan, a neighborhood where Arabs outnumber Jews 100 to 1. But Jewish activists with money are trying to change that and are buying up as many properties as they can.
When they take a home, they close the area around the home. They have guards and police, but use guns. They drive around with an armored vehicle. We don't interact with them.
Fahi Abu Diab has lived here his whole life. He fears that by changing the numbers on the ground, Palestinian neighborhoods will eventually become Jewish, and those Arabs who don't want to leave will be driven out. Abu Naba Abdallah's family has lived in this house since 1948. Behind him lives a Jewish family, but the neighbors could be living in different countries for the number of times they've spoken to each other.
This house is my identity. I was born here. My father brought me here the day I was born. The Jews tried to buy my house, but I won't sell it. I won't sell my house even if they pay me $10 million, which they did offer me 12 years ago.
Abdullah has appealed to the courts, but says it made no difference. He and his Arab neighbors have signed petitions, held demonstrations, and appealed for international assistance. They accuse the Israeli government of directly and indirectly helping Jews buy houses.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has repeatedly said he has no intention of telling Jews they cannot buy apartments in Arab neighborhoods. He says it's private property, and both Jew and Arab have the right to buy wherever they want.
But the reality is not so black and white. Not a single new Arab neighborhood has been built in Jerusalem in the last 48 years. Spearheading the effort to make the city more Jewish is this man, who says his life mission is to help more Jews live in Jerusalem. He claims most of these houses were at one time Jewish.
Jews are not allowed to enter to 10 neighborhoods in Jerusalem by a government decision, Israeli government decision. Jews are not allowed to build in East Jerusalem just because one thing, they are Jews. This is apartheid.
Abu Naba Abdallah might insist he's going nowhere, but he's watching more and more of his neighbors packing up. An attractive offer of money to a family struggling to survive in a place that increasingly doesn't want them might not seem such a bad offer after all. Paula Sleer, RT, Silwan, East Jerusalem.